G'day guys, I'm back at the Hit and Miss Creek. I'm back at the bedrock. I'm going to give this area another go and see how it goes. I've brought plenty of water with me today, so I'll do a bit of panning. It's a bit windy. Sorry about the audio. I hope you can hear me. I'll come up a bit closer. Yeah, this wind sort of cuts in and out. Yeah, so I'll see how I go with the filming. I might do a bit of filming without talking. That way you won't miss what I'm saying. Yeah, but I'll just swing this around and just show you what's going on. There we are. That's that bedrock where I was on my last trip out here. So I was thinking about going up in amongst all these rocks and just do a bit of digging in around there and see if I can pull out some of those rocks in there and dig some of the fine gravels and that out of there, and because that looks like a good trap. Any gold that got washed down the creek and went over that bedrock would have to have been caught in amongst all those rocks. So that's the plan anyway. And also I'm going to go up and break out some more of that quartz vein and yeah, and take that home and crush it. Yeah. Okay guys, I'll get back to you as that wind's coming up. Okay guys, I've just dug in there on the bedrock. I've got some pulled out some nice pieces of rock with iron in them. I'll keep these. I'll add these in with the crush stuff I'm going to crush. Yeah, but I just dug down there. It's all hard pack, so I've got a bit of dirt there. I'm going to pan it out and see what we get. Okay, I've followed Mohammed's instructions and I've got a decent tub to pan in this time, and I've also screened out the gravel. There's the gravels, I've screened it all out, and there's my pan of fine material. So we'll see how we go with this lot. This material, some of the gravels was off the top of the bedrock, and some of it's I dug down into the well, not the bedrock, but it's all rock, all compacted rocks. So next I'll go down there and I'll dig out as much of those compacted rocks as I can and try and get down as far as I can to the bedrock. So it'll be interesting to see if I get anything, because I've still got a bit more in this bucket to do yet. So it'll be interesting to see if I get anything out of this lot. Otherwise, as I dig deeper down, as far as I can get, because it's pretty hard digging that stuff, but as far as I can get down in, I should be able to get some pieces of gold. Anyway, we'll see. And I apologise again guys about the audio, I know, because of that. It's pretty windy today. Anyway, let's have a look, see if I've got anything out of this pan. I see light coloured rocks and I think it's gold. Nah, can't see anything in there. Okay, that's cool. We'll just I've got some more dirt there to do anyway. I'll do some more pans. I'll get back to you. Okay, no gold out of that lot guys, so I'm gonna have to dig a bit deeper into that bedrock I think, and yeah, and get some of the material out of that hard pack. Okay guys, I'll get back to you. Okay, I've dug down into a crevice in the bedrock. I've found this thin crevice that I've been able to dig, so I've dug down. It's only about 5 or 6 inches wide, but anyway, I've dug down to this crevice, so I'll pan this out and see how we go. Okay, let's see if we get anything in this lot. Nothing. Okay, I've still got another bit left there for another pan. I'll pan that out and see how we go. Well guys, I panned all that out. Not a single speck, even under my jeweler's loupe, could not even see a little speck. So I'll just show you where I got it from, where I got the material. Okay guys, this is where I dug it out of, and this here, that's hard bedrock. On the other side, that's bedrock, and I dug this channel, and it's still soft in here. I can still dig more out. That's as deep as it is, as deep as the head on this shovel, little plastic shovel. Probably, I don't know, 6 or 7 inches deep down there, but it's still, I can still dig more. It's still soft, but yeah, that's like a little crevice in the bedrock, a little hole. And yeah, I really thought that would have been holding gold, but anyway, I'll dig a bit more out because that looks promising. And also, if I can show you the bedrock from around here, if you look down in there, you'll see the iron. There are bits of iron in that bedrock. I might even break a bit of that bedrock out and take home and crush. Yeah, but this is all up the top here. That's your bedrock, and this is your bedrock here, just here on the other side, and I've got this bit of a crevice in the bedrock, so maybe if I dig down deeper I might get something, so I'll give that a shot anyway. Okay guys, I'll get back to you. Yeah, as I was saying, I'll break more of this rock out, and I'll come across here on this vein here, this quartz vein, and this brecciated quartz vein in here. I'm gonna break more of this out, and basically I'm second guessing myself. I'm taking another sample, take it home, crush it, pan it out, and if there's traces of gold in it, then I know there's gold here. Yeah, because I always do that. I'll second guess myself in case I made a mistake with the first lot of samples, and this will prove it either way, this lot of samples. Okay guys, I'll get into it and I'll break some of this rock out. Okay, I started breaking some of this rock out for a sample, and some of the rock I broke, I put it in a bag. That's my sample. And then I've noticed this, I had like hard rock on the right, hard rock on the left. It's like a footwall and a what's the other one called? Your footwall and your I forget the name of the other wall. Hanging wall. So that wall on the right would be the hanging wall. This wall on the left would be the footwall. Yeah, it's a I knew there was two types of rock here, like I explained in my last video. You had that brecciated rock, and you had like another vein through here in the quartzite. And I think this here that I've dug out, this little thin crevice that I've dug out, I think that could be the contact. So what I've done, I dug out as much as I could, and I put it in the bucket. I'm going to go and pan it, and we'll see if there's any gold in that. Okay, I'll get back to you guys. Okay, here's that material that I just got out of that crevice. Let's see if there's any gold in this stuff. Now I got fine gold in my samples from that area before, out of that rock that I crushed at home, but it wasn't a lot of gold, just a few specks of gold in it, and copper, and a few little specks of copper. So this looks to me like it's the contact between the two rocks where they've come together, and that's usually a good spot to look for your gold. So we'll see if we get anything out of this stuff. Otherwise, if I get nothing out of this, I'll just go back to breaking my rock out, taking my samples again, and I might dig another hole in the creek somewhere and take some dirt home, just to see if I can get a couple of specks of gold for me troubles. Be good to get a couple of decent specks in the pan that you can see without the jeweler's loop. I know. Let's have a look in this lot, guys. You can see that. I'm not seeing anything. Even if I pick up some with the jeweler's loop, that'll tell me that we're in the right spot. I can't even see any fine specks in there. Nothing, doesn't look good. I can see there's a speck just up here, just there, but I don't know what it is. It could be just a bit of mica. Anyway guys, I'll get back to you when I'm breaking a bit more of that rock out. Okay guys, under my jeweler's loop I counted 2 specks of gold and 4 specks of copper. That's what I could see with the jeweler's loop. There could have been even finer stuff in there in the pan, but at least, well, by that sample I know that that rock is holding gold and copper. So anyway, I'll go back in there and I'll break some more samples out and take them home and crush them, and I might have a dig in the creek to sit and see if I can rescue a couple of specks of gold. Okay guys, I'll get back to you. Okay guys, I've dug out 2 samples. I got sample 1 here in my bag, probably a couple of kilos of rocks, 4 or 5 pound in the old scale, and that come from the right hand side of this hole that I've dug in the rock. That was what I thought was from that crevice. It was like the hanging wall. Anyway, so that separate sort of vein that was running down there, that's in bag 1. And then over on the left hand side, on the footwall, what I call the footwall, I've taken a sample out of there. So that's that brecciated quartz. You can still see it in there, in here. It's all fractured quartz. It's been squashed by pressure, and then it's been re-cemented together, yeah, by other fluids as they come up through the ground. Yeah, so anyway, I took that sample, and that's in this bucket, in this bag. That's sample 2, yeah, from there. Anyway, that'll do for the rock. I'm going to go and dig a hole now in the creek and see if I can get onto a bit of gold. Okay guys, I'll get back to you. Check out what I just moved, guys. This big massive boulder, it came out of this hole just here. My brute strength and my crowbar. Yeah, I've got this big boulder out. Oh, there, that big rock there come out of this hole. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to dig down in this hole, get all the gravels out of there, and I'll pan it and see if we can get any gold. Okay guys, I'll get back to you. Okay, pan number 1 of the material that I just took from underneath that rock, and hopefully I'll get something out of this lot. That rock would have been there for a long time. Would have got washed down with the big floods. So hopefully there's some fine gold trapped underneath it, and I can dig down deeper. I'll just do this pan. I've got enough here for a couple of pans, so I'll just do these pans, and whatever I get, if I get some gold, great. Otherwise, what I'll do, I'll go back, I'll dig out as much material as I can down to the bedrock, and I'll put it in a bucket, and I'll bring it home and do it at home. It's good doing a couple of pans out here on the creek. It sort of puts me back onto the gold. Well, hopefully it does anyway. At least I can do a bit of sampling out here at the creek instead of taking it all home and doing it. Yeah, next winter I'll get down here again, and I'll have the water here then, so there'll be heaps better. Okay guys, let's have a look, see what we got, if we got anything. I can see a speck, but I don't. Oh, it might be just that Pyrites, I think. Yeah, it was just a speck of Pyrites I could see there. I'll just pan this black sand back. Nah, I can't see anything there. There's a few little specks, but I think it's just that Pyrites. Yeah, anyway, I've got some more stuff there I'll pan out. I'll get back to you. Okay, last pan. Nothing in the first two pans. I'll try this last one. Yeah, I really thought I would have got something out of this top. This is the top layer underneath the rock, so maybe if I dig down deeper and take some samples down deeper, I might get something. So that's what I'll do. I'll go back and dig down deeper in that hole where I lifted the rock out, and screen it all off into a bucket, and I'll take it home, and I'll process it at home. I've got those two samples of rocks to do as well. Here comes that wind. Can't see anything, guys. No, nothing there. Oh well, I'll go back and I'll dig out some more samples. Dig out a bucket full of that stuff from underneath that rock. Okay guys, I'll get back to you. Okay guys, here's the hole. It's about probably about probably 10. About 10, maybe, yeah, around 10 inches deep, I'd say. And I've hit the clay. There's your clay. That's your clay layer down the bottom there. That's usually where the gold sits, on the clay or just above it. Yeah, so anyway, I classified all the material I dug out of that hole. I classified it, got it in my bucket, and I've got about probably a quarter of a bucket of a 15 litre bucket, so probably about 4 litres, about a gallon of material. Yeah, and I'll take that home and pan that out. Okay guys, I'll see you when I get home. Okay guys, I'm back home. Got my panner station all set up. First pan, we'll get into it, eh? See what we've got. And this is a material that I took out of the that I dug from underneath that big rock that I pulled out, and I've dug right down to the bedrock. So that's where I've been finding all my pieces of gold in that creek. It's right down on the bedrock. So we'll see how we go. And I'm only doing like small pans, and I've got about, I don't know, about a quarter of a bucket there to go through. So yeah, it's quite an interesting day out there today. I actually got a bit done. I still got those rock samples to crush. I'll do them on the next video. I'll crush them. So if you're interested to see what I get out of those rocks, just stay tuned. I'll put another video up in the next few days. I'll get outside here and set up my crusher, crush it all up, and I've kept the samples separate. So I've got two samples. The left side of that, well, it's like a fault thing, a contact in the rock. So I've kept them separate anyway. The samples from each side of that, fault or contact. Sorry guys, I forgot to show you. I'm getting anything. I'm down to the black sand, but nah, I haven't. Oh, no. I thought I saw a bit. No, nothing in this one. I mean, there could be some super fine specks there, but anyway, I'll keep panning it out because I want to see some bigger pieces. Yeah, I'll get back to you guys. Okay guys, pan number 5, and I've got nothing up till now, so I've still got a bit more to go. And this was a good spot because it was everything that was underneath that big rock that I pulled out, so you would think there'd be something there. Right, that's why I call it the hit and miss creek, because where you think the gold's going to be, it's not. Well, not always anyway, is it? Anyway, we'll see what we get out of this one. Is this going to be the lucky pan? This going to be the lucky pan, guys? Hello, what's that? That looks like something. Well, my eyes playing tricks on me. No, my eyes are playing tricks on me, I think. Yeah. I thought I saw a piece of gold, but I didn't. Yeah, nothing. Okay guys, I'll keep going. I've got some plenty more dirt there, probably about another 4 pans worth, I reckon. Okay, I'll get back to you. Pan number 10, and nothing up till now, so not looking good. Just one decent little speck is all I really want. And then yeah, if I get a speck out of this bucket, I'll go back there next time and I'll dig up some more of that. Use my crowbar and I'll pull up some more of those rocks and dig underneath them. That's what I'll be doing next. I just need something to prompt me into action. There's one little visible speck, that's all I want. Of course, as I said previously when I was out in the creek, that bedrock in that creek might have been worked prior, because I know back in the 1930s, 1940s, they found gold in that creek. That's sort of how I knew about the gold in the first place, just through a mate telling me about the story. So the old timers, they might have geez, that looked like a bit of gold. It's not. I better show you guys what's going on here, wouldn't I? Getting ahead of myself. Yeah, so the old timers, they might have worked that bedrock. Maybe that's why I'm not getting anything from that area. I might have to go back where I first started in the creek. Nothing, no visuals there, guys. No visuals. Yeah, I'll keep panning. I'll get back to you when I've got my last pan. Okay, last pan number 15, guys, and nothing. Not even a little bit. I didn't even look with my jeweler's loupe because I want to see something in the pan. So nothing up till now. Pan number 15. Yeah, pretty sad. I really thought I would have got at least one decent speck from underneath that rock, and yeah, and I dug right to the bedrock. Yeah, I'm starting to think now maybe those old timers did work that creek. I know they worked the head of the creek way down the other end of the property. I know they dug that out and worked it, but I don't know anything about the actual creek itself where I'm looking. But maybe they did. Maybe they worked that bedrock. I might have to go back to the spot where I was finding gold earlier in my videos. I might have to go back there and have a hunt around there again. At least I was getting pieces of gold. Yeah. Rightio, lucky last. Am I going to get something? $1 million question. Rightio, guys. Let's have a look. Don't look good. Not even a single speck. That's... oh, there's a piece. Huh. Small as... I'll just show you. It's super small. Right there, guys. Can you see it? Can you see it? Super small. But that's no good. I will go back there. I'll go back there and dig some more of that material because it looks good. All those rocks and boulders there that I can use a crowbar and I can remove them, and I'll get down onto that bedrock and I'll take another couple of buckets out of there and I'll bring it home and I'll process that, and if I don't do any good there, then I'll can that area, and I'll look somewhere else in the creek. Yeah. Okay, guys, I'll catch us at the wrap up. I'm doing a giveaway. Okay, guys. Well guys, that wasn't very good, was it? I was expecting at least one speck visual that you could see in the pan. I mean, that big rock, I pulled that out of the ground, dug right down to the clay bedrock and cleaned it off, and not a single speck. But just I did see a couple of real super fine bits with a jeweler's loupe, but nah, we want the bigger stuff. Yeah, and what I said before about back in the 1930s, 1940s, that's the story that I got told, that that creek was worked, but down at the, I say the head of the creek, but it's actually down where the creek comes out near a road, and some people were camped there. Yeah, way back in the 30s, 40s, some people were camped in the paddock, and they dug out, they must have found gold in the creek there, and they dug out part of the paddock where the creek comes out into a paddock on the flat area. They dug it out in the winter and piled it up on the bank of the creek, and then in the summertime when all that material dried out, they ran it through dry blowers and got the gold that way. That's the story that I got told. But just thinking about that bedrock where I was working, I don't believe, I was thinking it might have been work, but I don't think it was, because I've seen other creeks in the area where the rocks have been put up on the bank. They actually pick up all the rocks out of the creek, put them up on the bank to clean the bottom of the creek so that they can get all the material off the bedrock and then run it through sluice and sluice it. Yeah, but I didn't. There's none of that in the creek that I've been working. I haven't seen any rocks up on the bank to indicate that they'd worked it. So I think they only worked down at the bottom of the creek where it comes out onto the paddock. I'm pretty sure that's all they worked. Anyway, I'm up to 600 subscribers, so I thought I'd give something away to you guys. Who wants to win this? It's a I'll just give you a close up. Whoop. It's a opal, that opal that Gavin sent me. The what's it called? Andamuka opal that Gavin sent me, and I cut it up and made independence. Well, this one here, it's got a nice, real nice flash in it. Well, I'm going to give this one away to one of you guys. So okay, I've got to come up with a question for you guys to answer. This is one of my guitar picks, and I'll put a picture up. I don't know how clear this is going to come out with the record, but what I'll do is I'll take a better picture of it, because it's a bit blurry. I can see it's blurry there. Anyway, the question will be, what is this pick made out of? Now, the first person that comes up with the answer in the comments, tell me what this guitar pick is made of or made from. You'll win that Andamuka opal pendant. Yeah, simple as that. And that's my appreciation for you guys for subscribing. Yeah, 600 now, 600 subscribers. Sweet. Yeah, so yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. 600 subscribers. You know, that's a good number. Yeah, and I've got plenty more videos coming. Obviously, I can go back to that creek. I'm thinking about going to another creek next time. I might give the Hit and Miss Creek a bit of a spell, and I'll go and try this other area that I've been to, and I've got to break some rock out up there, do some more rock hunting on this other property. So I might go up there, I think, on my next trip. Yeah. Anyway, guys, yeah. So congratulations to whoever wins this. Yep. Tell me what this guitar pick's made out of. First one, on the comments and you win this Andamuka Opal. Yeah, worth about $1,000, guys. Okay, cheers. Thanks for subscribing to my channel and make my channel stronger. Yeah, take care, be good, and I'll see you on the next one, guys. Bye.